So unfortunately, as expected, there really wasn't anything too jaw-dropping or awe-inspiring within Black Ops 4's update this week, and that's something that, again, we kind of inferred would happen because it's the last week of Operation Absolute Zero on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC will have an additional week, so you still got 2 weeks on that left, but there are some things that changed out and some things that on the social front we actually got some teasers for that we'll talk about all within this video, everything that actually changed here out of this smaller update, and also some of the hints that we got from Treyarch and Call of Duty themselves, the actual Twitter accounts foreshadowing what's actually to come and what we can look out for. So today, breaking all that down, and let's just jump right into it. The first thing you'll notice when you jump online on Black Ops 4 is the main menu selection is a little bit different because we have 2 brand new playlists that are showcasing for multiplayer and Blackout. Unfortunately, Zombies hasn't had really any adjustments here with that. I would imagine we get a new gauntlet as of next week potentially, if not a DLC map for the new operation. But that said, we see the modes of Arms Race TDM and Close Quarters Frenzy. Now, jumping over to the multiplayer side before we jump into Blackout real quick, you'll end up again seeing that Arms Race TDM game mode, which is an increased score per each EKIA that you end up getting. So instead of 100 points per kill, it's now 150. So therefore, you should hopefully be able to earn your streaks a little faster, whether you choose to play the more support roles of the UAV and the counter UAV, or if you want to end up playing for those Slayer things and go out for the gunship or whatever it may be, you're gonna be able to do that now within this game mode. It features all the maps on offer, so even the DLC maps of Elevation and Madagascar, and all the rule sets outside of that are exactly the same. So you'll still have the same score limit, same time limit, all that kind of stuff, but just a nice little way that you can end up getting a little bit more for each kill within TDM. And a quick little mention that we just brushed past the idea of the score limits. These actually were changed in 2 game modes, that being TDM is now 100, and then Kill Confirmed is now 80. So take advantage of those if you guys play any of those regular modes as well. You got a little bit more extra time to play around in game. Outside of that, we also see one more game mode added in which that was Chaos Control. This returns, and unfortunately, this is gonna be one, if you are playing solo, you might want to avoid. If you remember at all, last time it was a spawn trapper's heaven. I'm talking you can get into the spawn to the point where you watch players spawn up. And as evidenced by the gameplay in the background, it's something that if you do have a team, it's pretty easy to take advantage of those spawns. So if you're playing solo, I would definitely suggest trying to avoid this one as much as possible if you want to keep your sanity intact, but I guess it's really all up to you. That's available for you guys to check out. But what that is unlimited lives. The capture time for each objective is increased to 2 minutes, and the round time limit is increased to 3.5. So again, you can make each round last about 7 minutes if you stretch it out the entire way, and then the first team to 3 obviously wins, so ultimately you can end up having a game mode that lasts around 35-40 minutes. Now, on the MP front, you still have that Pro Series Mosh Pit playlist and also the Endurance Mosh Pits as well as a Mercenary playlist in there, but swapping over to the Blackout side of things, where again we saw that other playlist update, we end up seeing that the Quads game mode Close Quarters Frenzy has been re-added to Black Ops 4. This is one that we haven't seen for quite a bit of time now. It's been a couple of months now. I think at this point, maybe about a month and a half, 2 months since we last saw this. But what it is a quads game mode in which you have the ability to find SMGs, shotguns, and pistols only, along with melees. And on top of that, it's an increased collapse speed. So you end up having no ability to outrun this, and it starts to slam a little bit harder if you are in those zones. So I'd make sure that you're at least a little closer to where the actual circle will be if you can't find a vehicle, that is, and try and get there as fast as possible. And of course, Close Quarters definitely dominates here in this one, so make sure that you and your squad are not necessarily grouped up, but you have your 6. And truth be told, that is it for the playlist updates and really anything of substantial change within this week's update. Now granted, we still do have some stuff in the black market, but in terms of things you can actually engage with and play around with, that's really the extent of it, unfortunately. Now, as for the Blackjack shop, we actually didn't see anything brand new or anything of really substantial value again coming here at this one. I thought that we'd honestly see the Vampire Hunter Vapor variant because we saw the Valkyrie set last week, and I thought what better way would it be than to close it off with the second half exclusive of the event by seeing that in the marketplace again. But we actually don't have that. In the marketplace, in the Blackjack shop, we have the D-Day camo for the MOG 12, which if you do have gold on any other weapon and you've unlocked that camo on the MOG itself, you can use it on any other weapon that is gold. You end up having the Desert Eagle Prophet outfit. You have the Cherry Blossom camo, which you can end up buying for all your weapons. It goes across the board here at that, and that's only for a couple of bucks. And then you also have the disapproved gesture in Blackjack shop. In the special orders, you end up seeing that Richtofen is back, the Blackout character there, and then the Daimyo outfit in special order with that, with a couple of different items, is back as well. The other thing that was added in that may have gone under the radar because it's not in Blackjack shop or the special orders is there's now another triple play available in the contraband stream section. For this, it's $20, which is a damn hefty price tag for this. You end up having the ability to end up getting, once again, the Carbon Cobra Maddox RFB Mastercraft variant. You have the Zero Sultana outfit, as well as 10 tiers that will be granted immediately once you buy this. Now, truth be told, first things first, I think this is absolutely not worth it. Yes, it is cool that you can see the Maddox coming back, but that's really it. I don't think that it's really worthwhile to have those uniforms, especially at like a $5 value for this if you really break it down and divide everything up equally. At most, if you play a Zero as a main, you're gonna end up seeing the arms of this Sultana outfit. And as well, if there was an option just to buy the weapon variant itself and also the outfit, I just don't see the need to artificially inflate the price for this just for the extra tiers as well, which are ultimately more than likely going to produce garbage anyway in terms of stickers, calling cards, and that kind of stuff that I don't care about. But price tag aside, what's interesting to me is that this is again another opportunity to see a weapon variant or Mastercraft that we previously thought would be lost to the test of time. We saw this given to everybody for free, later taken away shortly thereafter launch, and then reintroduced with another Fall Firearms bundle, in which that was what we thought would be the only time we'd end up seeing that, where it was the Strife Divinity pistol, plus that available for 20 bucks. And yes, again, if you break it down equally, it is cheaper than that of what it was perhaps at that point, even though you had, again, other items like stickers and calling cards thrown in the mix there as well. But this leads me to believe that we will start to see things on a more rotation, where triple plays are going to start coming back in different capacities, where we'll see other exclusives coming out of the woodwork as returning items that you can buy in the shop outright. And while I'm not a fan of the price, that is something that might be worthwhile if you really wanted to say maybe the ICR Blinding Glory, but you didn't play or get to tier 200 in First Strike. And that same logic can be applied elsewhere. Now again, I would much rather see that price tag goes down, but that is something that is a curious indicator to me that maybe this is the start of something we see going forward. But I digress, that is there. I don't necessarily advocate for it. I'm personally not gonna buy it. I think it's an absolute ripoff at the time being, but it's there, and it was an update as of today's playlist update. Now, things yet to come still here with this that are coming later as of this week, that being Thursday, is the quad feed event for the Valentine's Day weekend. So that said, you're gonna be able to get double XP, double weapon XP, double Nebulium Plasma, and double merits across all the game modes. Obviously, of course, merits only pertaining to Blackout, and the weapon XP and all that kind of stuff being MP and zombies, but you get the picture here at this. You'll be able to get that from Thursday until Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, up until the end of the operation. So you have an extended weekend here at this one that you can grind out, make some progress in your ranks and whatever you want to try and unlock. And if you want to get some of those operator mods, that's absolutely a fair possibility as well. That's still something that's coming up as of Thursday. It was not added in as of this playlist update, but come Thursday it will be. So if you're looking for that, that's where it is. Outside of that, the only other stuff that we got here as of today in terms of Black Ops 4 in particular dealt with, again, some social media aspects that give us a little teaser as to what may be coming up on deck. Firstly, let's talk about Treyarch themselves. Let's talk about what they have done under the radar, and it's something they've done a couple of times now. This is, I think, the third time they've changed it, but their profile picture was changed earlier, just before 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, in which you can see the image on screen right now here for you guys, and by all indications, this to me looks like a game mode icon, and it looks like one in the chamber. The classic game mode from way back in the day, the golden era, again, of Call of Duty, if you want to put it that way, one of the fan favorite party modes throughout the franchise. It might be returning. I'm not saying this is confirmed or anything, but out of this, I don't really know exactly what else this could end up denoting with one round in a revolver. Other than one in the chamber, I don't exactly know where this could go, but your guess may be as good as mine. I'm super curious to see if this is what we end up getting for the first featured playlist come next Tuesday. And the final thing that also was mentioned here today out of this was from the official Call of Duty Twitter account now, not Treyarch, but the actual brand itself, Call of Duty. They put out a tweet with a video connected to it saying to support and defend, with about 7 seconds of footage here in which we see what looks like a server room and a computer monitor with a bunch of different flashes of what looks like a brand new map. Now, I truly believe this is the first look that we have at our brand new map, whatever it may be, called Station, potentially. This was leaked a couple of days ago, or I guess maybe a week and a half ago at this point, by the Woo Lads, in which they talked about a map revolving around an LAPD station as well as a casino. And based off the first couple of frames here of this video, you end up seeing it. There is a badge that says police with the underneath crest saying City of Los Angeles. So to me, LAPD confirmed right there. So I guess we may end up seeing casino tomorrow. We saw what may be the specialist patch or new ranks in Blackout as of yesterday. So who's to say where this goes? But right now, that's all there really is to it. Again, the in-game update itself wasn't anything too substantial, but there was some stuff outside of that we were given a little bit of today as well that can get us a little more excited and a little bit more prepped for what is coming up inevitably with 1.13 as of this upcoming Tuesday to kick off the third operation. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you guys think of this here? Are you guys, firstly, a little bummed out about maybe the lackluster update in-game, or are you guys excited for any of the teasers that we have here? Do you think it is one of the chamber? I think that's the biggest question mark here to me, because I think the other one, the video from Call of Duty, I'm fairly certain that's just straightforward, cut and dry, a teaser for the new Black Ops Past map. But I guess we'll see a little bit further as the time progresses. Tomorrow we'll take a look at probably some more other stuff. That said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want us to do with all things Black Ops 4, multiplayer, Blackout, zombies. We got you covered the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. So if any of that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever that may be, link is down there in the description below. Well, let's send it out of the way. Thank you guys all so much for watching. My name has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.